You're watching the SRRS post-race show.
You already know what this is, though. You know Southern Rock Racing.
The Southern Rock Racing Series post-race show has been brought to you by PSC Steering Components.
Guys, welcome back to the Southern Rock Racing post-race show. I'm Ruben Sadoo.
I'm Clyde Bynum. We also have a special guest, Scott Goforth, with us today. We had a great time at Bikini Bottoms this year. We want to give a huge thanks to Bob at Bikini Bottoms for letting us come out and play.
It's a great time. We had Goforth tires, ORB Fab, Extreme LED, all on site, helping get fans stuff they need and the drivers the stuff they need as well.
Scott brings a lot of tires to pretty much every race to help these drivers out, keep them going.
Yeah, sure did. You talked to a bunch of fans there and a bunch of people there, I'm sure. Some of the guys that run your product.
Oh yeah, every one of them. Yeah,
feedback?
Pretty much. Everybody loves the way I do it. You know, the way I bring everything to them right there on site, and you know.
He's always there, and he's a big part of it. Thank you for coming out and doing what you do.
No problem. I love it.
Jeremy York with SRRS Barbecue was also there, feeding the drivers, keeping us fed and.
He does a great job keeping the drivers fed, the recovery crew keeps those guys fed, and obviously he keeps the fans fed as well.
If you guys hadn't had any of that barbecue, I think it's like with the Bobby Tamer sandwich or the Fat and Rowdy.
The Bobby Tamer loaded baked potato.
There it is. Yeah. You guys need to look at that menu and just your mouth stop watering and you get some of that.
Good stuff.
We will be right back with the SRRS post-race show.
Welcome back, guys. Friday, we had 26 drivers racing in the side-by-side class. It was a short woods course with a small hill at the start. It turned out to be a really fun course that the drivers really enjoyed.
It was a great day. We ended up with Brandon Davis taking the win again. This guy's on fire this year. He had a 108.190, earning him 50 points.
And he is running ORB Fab.
He is running an ORB Fab product. He's doing really good. We had Colton Hoback with a 111.186, earning him 46 points. And we had Landon Jones.
Colton in the long bed, right?
Yeah, four-seater long bed. He does really good with that big thing. And then Landon Jones with a 112.131, earning 43 points. That's the top three for the day. That puts them in the final standings with Brandon Davis still in the lead with 142 points. Danny Smith is still in second place with 123 points, and AJ Rockwell in third with 104 points.
And Scott, you also sell side-by-side tires.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. The race line B-loss. Yeah.
If you guys need some of that, get with Scott. He'll hook you up.
Bring teach race.
We will be right back with the SRRS post-race show.
Welcome back to the Southern Rock Racing post-race show. We want to talk to Scott Goforth. He actually took a chance to race this event, and we want to see what he thought about it, how it went.
It's actually really fun. Wasn't my buggy, but you know, I went hard as I could. You know, I didn't race the second hill, but we done real good on the first.
How are you putting the buggy in place?
Yes, the buggy will be out soon.
Good deal.
What time frame are you looking for the buggy?
I will hope by August.
So you're gonna race one by race?
Yes.
That's right.
Has to go.
Question: we asked this to Nathan and Katie. What does it feel like when you pull up from the bottom of the hill? What's going through your head?
I actually didn't have any jitters this time, but as soon as I'm mad at it, I have a big lump in my throat, and it is, you know, I'm like, oh God.
So what's the draw to do what we do?
The people mostly. This is a family to me.
Yeah.
It's a family to me. I wouldn't need. I'd be crazy sitting home.
Well, we really enjoyed having you racing. We enjoy having you each event.
Yeah.
At Bikini Bottoms, we had 39 bouncers racing, including Scott. We ran 2 hills that were really steep, and it was a lot of loose dirt. like our normal hills, but they proved to be very challenging, and they definitely had to be driven.
Yeah, you had to be a driver to get them.
Absolutely. First hill was a short slab with a jump climb that went into uphill turn, and it was a steep climb out the top. The second hill was a very loose steep climb that took momentum, and you had to have absolutely no fear, and you had to turn at the top. At the bottom, they both had turns. The bouncers put on a heck of a show. Absolutely.
It was pretty wild. At the end of the day, Tim Cameron took first place on both hills with a 20.719 on the first hill, giving him 50 points, and an 18.026 with another 50 points with 100 points for the day. Has that ever even happened before?
I don't think so.
He ended up taking the win on both hills, so 100 points. That's about the best you can do.
Good job, Tim.
Nick Cooper took second for the day with a 23.434 and a 18.855, giving him 88 points altogether for second place for the day. Bobby Tanner took third for the day with an 21.163 on the first and a 20.560 on the second hill, giving him third place for the day. At the end, for the series points, Tim Cameron is now in the lead with 266 points. Ethan Spiegel in second place with 247 points, and Danny Smith in third with 216 points. So it's shaping up to be pretty tight.
It's a tight race for sure.
We will be right back with the SRRS post-race show.
Welcome back to the Southern Rock Racing post-race show for Bikini Bottoms. With us now we have CJ Bynum, one of our drivers. CJ, I'm going to ask you the same question. When you pull up on the bottom of a hill, not just the one at Bikini Bottoms, but any of them, what's it like? What's going through your head?
You pretty much forget everything around you. You look at the hill and you focus on what you're going to do.
Now, you put on a pretty good show, I seem to understand, at the bottom of one of those hills. What happened?
Well, the first hill, I made an accidental U-turn. The second hill, I turned it over. So, yeah, it was an eventful weekend.
So, what caused the U-turn?
The buggy.
Give us a little more details on why that happened.
Well, the slab threw me right. The buggy wanted to go right, so pretty much you drive it where it wants to go. That's how it works.
I guess the
Throw
goal
it out,
is
throw it out.
keep it on all four tires at the end of the day.
Yeah, don't let out till you're on your roof.
But you didn't you turn around and make it back up the hill? You still went.
Yeah, I turned around and made it up the second time. I just took a little practice.
I will give you props on that. You know, if I'd come around the corner, I don't know that I would have gone back up it.
On the second hill, you said you turned over. What happened there?
I had a blown out shock from the first hill, and I didn't realize that, and I took that turn in third gear and didn't like it.
Didn't like it, so it just laid down on you, huh? Was that when you quit?
No, it stayed to the floor until it turned off.
That's one way to do it.
We will be right back with the SRRS post-race show.
Where's our next event at, Ruben?
Our next event is in St. Clairsville, Ohio at Powerline Park. It is on July 3rd and 4th. Clyde, tell us a little about the park.
The park is a really big park. It has a lot of stuff for anybody that wants to have a good time in the mud, play on the hills. It's got rock. We are actually cutting 2 new hills on the backside of this park, and they're really big. So it's going to be a good time that day.
I'm looking forward to it. We're looking forward to seeing you guys there.
The Southern Rock Racing Series post-race show has been brought to you by PSC Steering Components. Rock Rigs is a copyrighted production.